Hello and welcome. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to climb a short flight of stairs and found yourself feeling unexpectedly winded? Or maybe you notice that your legs start to ache after only a few minutes of walking around the house or garden? If this sounds familiar, trust me, you're not alone. As we get older, keeping our legs strong and flexible becomes one of the biggest challenges we face. Strong legs aren't just about being able to stroll around the block. They're about preserving our independence, vitality, and peace of mind. Today, I'm going to share 6 powerful vitamins and minerals that can keep your legs feeling young, help you maintain your balance, and give you the freedom to keep doing all the activities you love. By the time we're finished, you'll not only know exactly which nutrients are essential, but also how to incorporate them into your daily routine with minimal fuss. Stick around until the very end, because the last one might surprise you with how effective it is at improving leg strength and circulation. And I guarantee you'll see why thousands of older adults are adding just one small, simple habit to their mornings. Something as unassuming as a single spoonful that can dramatically impact leg strength over time. Let's get started. For many of us, the question isn't if our legs will start losing strength, but when it happens. Sometimes it shows up as an annoying heaviness in the thighs or calves. Other times, it's a quiet sense of instability that creeps in, making you want to hold on to the railing every time you take the stairs. However these changes appear, they can be downright unnerving. After all, we rely on our legs for everything from walking to simply standing in the kitchen, preparing a meal. But here's some good news. Feeling unsteady, weak, or less confident on your feet doesn't have to be your future. In fact, there are straightforward ways to support your legs and keep them strong, without having to spend hours in the gym or drastically change your life. One of the most important steps is simply ensuring you're getting the right vitamins and minerals. It sounds almost too simple, but in reality, nutrient deficiencies are frequently responsible for that nagging leg discomfort, sudden cramps, or diminishing balance that many older adults experience. So, what exactly are these nutrients and why are they so important? Let's dive in. 1. Vitamin D, the foundation for bone and muscle resilience. If I had to name one nutrient that almost everyone over 60 should pay extra attention to, it would be vitamin D. Why is it so crucial? Because vitamin D is responsible for helping your body absorb calcium, a mineral that makes your bones strong and dense. When your bones are sturdy, your legs can support you without buckling, even if you're carrying groceries or picking up a grandchild. But it's not just about bones. Vitamin D is also directly linked to muscle function. Without enough of it, your muscles can weaken over time, leading to that shaky feeling you get after extended walking or simply standing for long periods. Have you ever found yourself leaning on furniture for support when you're walking around your house? Or maybe you notice you don't walk with the same confidence you once did. Low levels of vitamin D could be to blame. Our skin naturally produces this vitamin when exposed to sunlight, but as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at that process. Combine that with spending more time indoors, and you end up with a perfect recipe for vitamin D deficiency. One of the easiest ways to address this is by adding just a little more sunlight into your daily routine. 15 to 20 minutes in the early morning can work wonders. But if you live in a cooler climate or you're just not a fan of direct sun exposure, you can also get vitamin D through food sources like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, fortified dairy products, or even eggs. For those who find it tricky to get enough from diet alone, a classic method involves taking a spoonful of cod liver oil each day. Believe it or not, this old-fashioned remedy is loaded with vitamin D and also vitamin A, which has its own set of benefits. But before you roll your eyes at the thought of cod liver oil, consider the testimonials from countless older adults who say they feel more energetic and steadier on their feet after just a few weeks of upping their vitamin D intake. Some even report that their chronic nighttime leg cramps diminish or disappear altogether. When your body finally gets the vitamin D it's been craving, your bones become more robust and your muscles respond by functioning better. Suddenly, climbing the stairs to your bedroom doesn't feel so daunting anymore. If you're already hearing that nagging voice saying, "It's just age," challenge that assumption. Sometimes all your body needs is more vitamin D to remind your legs how strong and capable they truly are. 2. Vitamin B12, nerve and energy booster. Imagine you're trying to drive a car with a failing battery. It sputters, The lights flicker, and you're never quite sure if you'll make it to your destination. That's essentially how your muscles feel when they're not receiving enough vitamin B12. This vitamin is vital for red blood cell production. These cells transport oxygen to your muscles, ensuring they can function optimally. Low vitamin B12 levels can result in fewer red blood cells or cells that don't function as effectively. And guess what happens to your legs when they don't get enough oxygen? They feel tired, wobbly, and ready to give up on you halfway through your day. But that's not all. Vitamin B12 also plays a huge role in keeping your nerves healthy. Think of it like insulation around electrical wires. If that insulation wears down, the signals can't travel properly. In your body, those signals direct your muscles to move smoothly and respond quickly. If the signals are weak or intermittent, you end up with tingling, numbness, or an unsteady gait that can make you question every step you take. Symptoms of a vitamin B12 deficiency can sometimes creep up on you. One day you're fine, the next you feel sudden tingling or notice your legs get tired unusually fast. Some people even experience a subtle yet persistent heaviness in their legs that makes daily walking or standing tasks more of a chore than they used to be. The good news is that this is often correctable. Sources of vitamin B12 include meat, fish, and dairy. If you enjoy a balanced diet with animal products, you might think you're getting enough, but keep in mind that many older adults absorb B12 less efficiently due to changes in the stomach. This is why it can be so beneficial to focus on a reliable, high-quality source. Some people opt for a B12 supplement, but you can also consider adding a spoonful of nutritional yeast to your soups, salads, or smoothies. This simple habit could be the difference between waking up feeling drained and waking up feeling ready to tackle the day. Want a quick test to see if vitamin B12 could be your missing link? Pay attention to how quickly your legs tire when you're climbing stairs or standing in one spot. If you notice unusual fatigue and you're not sure why, it's worth ensuring your B12 levels are up to par. Many individuals report they regain a spring in their step within weeks of adjusting their B12 intake. 3. Vitamin C, the collagen and recovery factor. It's easy to dismiss vitamin C as just the immune system vitamin, but that's only a fraction of what it does. One of its key roles, especially for older adults, is helping the body produce collagen. Collagen is the structural protein that keeps your joints, tendons, and ligaments strong and elastic. Imagine it like a scaffolding that holds your tissues together. Without enough collagen, that scaffolding weakens, leading to stiff joints, decreased mobility, and even an increased risk of injuries. Have you ever felt like your knees were creaking or popping more than they used to? Or maybe you get a lingering soreness after a short walk that never used to bother you? These can be signs that your collagen levels might be on the decline. Vitamin C, being a central player in collagen synthesis, can help alleviate these problems when it's included as part of a well-balanced diet. And that's not all. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant, which means it helps the body combat inflammation. Inflammation is a hidden culprit behind many common aches, pains, and chronic issues that plague the muscles and joints. When your inflammation levels drop, your legs can recover more quickly after exercise or daily tasks, and you might notice less stiffness, especially in the morning. Where can you find vitamin C? Citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits are well-known sources, but you can also find it in bell peppers, broccoli, strawberries, and kiwi. For a concentrated boost, consider adding a spoonful of acerola cherry powder to your smoothie or yogurt. This superfood often has a much higher vitamin C content than standard fruits, giving your joints and muscles an extra helping hand in recovery and mobility. Interestingly, older adults who start paying closer attention to their vitamin C intake often discover that walking feels easier, going up and down stairs is less of a burden, and they bounce back faster from the usual aches and pains after a day of shopping or gardening. If your legs have been feeling a bit sluggish, a daily dose of vitamin C might just put the spring back into your step. 4. Vitamin K2, the great calcium director. Calcium is essential for bone strength, right? But have you ever thought about where that calcium goes once you consume it? You want it in your bones, not building up as plaque in your arteries or depositing in your joints. This is where vitamin K2 steps into the spotlight. Think of it as the traffic controller for calcium. It directs the mineral to the correct destination, your bones, while keeping it away from places where it can do more harm than good. Many individuals focus on calcium supplements or a high-calcium diet, but miss out on K2, leading to the risk that the calcium might settle in soft tissues. Over time, calcium buildup can make joints stiff and arteries narrow, potentially affecting both your mobility and your heart health. If you've heard about older friends or relatives struggling with unusual joint pain or circulatory problems despite getting plenty of calcium, chances are they're missing K2. Fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese dish made from fermented soybeans, sauerkraut, and certain types of cheese can provide K2. However, one of the simplest ways to get a daily dose is by using a spoonful of high-quality grass-fed butter or ghee. This can fit seamlessly into your morning routine. Spread it on your toast, melt it over your vegetables, or incorporate it into a simple recipe. That small, consistent intake of K2 can yield impressive long-term benefits for your leg health. Think about how crucial bone density is, especially once we pass a certain age. The fear of fractures grows and no one wants to deal with a broken hip or pelvis that could lead to extended hospital stays. Making sure your body has ample vitamin K2 helps keep bones dense and strong. Many people who boost their K2 intake report feeling lighter on their feet with fewer aches and pains around the knees. Combine K2 with adequate vitamin D to help absorb calcium and magnesium for muscle support, and you've got a winning formula for resilient, stable legs that can carry you comfortably wherever you want to go. 5. Magnesium, the muscle soother and circulation ally. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sudden, painful leg cramp that leaves you gasping? It's one of the worst feelings, a sharp, intense spasm that seems to come out of nowhere. For many older adults, these Charlie horses become frequent visitors, interrupting precious sleep. One culprit often hiding in plain sight is a magnesium deficiency. Magnesium plays a critical role in helping muscles contract and relax. When your magnesium levels are low, your muscles can become overly excitable, leading to those annoying cramps and spasms. But beyond relieving cramps, magnesium also works hand in hand with other minerals to maintain steady circulation, ensuring your legs get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Have you noticed that your legs feel fatigued after standing at the kitchen counter or walking up a gentle slope? This could be a subtle sign that your muscles and circulatory system need more magnesium. Leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent sources of this mineral. For a simple, powerful addition to your daily routine, consider sprinkling a spoonful of pumpkin seeds onto your breakfast or lunch. These seeds are a convenient magnesium powerhouse, easy to incorporate into your meals or snacks. Another sign you might need more magnesium is restless leg syndrome. That unsettling urge to move your legs, especially when you're trying to sleep or relax. People who add magnesium to their diets frequently report fewer nighttime disturbances, deeper rest, and more energy for the day ahead. Think of magnesium as the unsung hero that quietly keeps your legs functioning smoothly. If you've been grappling with muscle tension or random cramps, it's worth taking a closer look at whether you're getting enough of this essential mineral. 6. Vitamin E, circulation for energy and warmth. Do your legs ever feel cold or numb, particularly around the calves and feet? Poor circulation is a key suspect. Without good blood flow, even the strongest muscles won't receive enough oxygen to perform properly. That's where vitamin E comes in. Known for its antioxidant properties, vitamin E also helps keep blood vessels flexible, aiding in smoother circulation to your extremities. Over time, subpar circulation can lead to swelling, tingling sensations, or that chronic feeling that your legs just don't have the stamina they once did. You might notice that even short walks leave you feeling winded or uncomfortable. Adding a steady source of vitamin E to your routine can revitalize that blood flow, helping to reduce some of these issues. It's like giving your legs a breath of fresh air. You can find vitamin E in nuts, seeds, and avocados, but one of the most straightforward ways to make sure you're getting enough is to include a spoonful of wheat germ oil each day. A drizzle over your salad, a quick swirl into your morning smoothie. There are countless ways to use it without adding complexity to your diet. Some people who adopt this habit notice that their legs feel more alive and warm, especially in cooler weather. The improvement in circulation often translates into less fatigue and faster recovery when you decide to take that extra lap around the block. And let's not forget the bonus. Vitamin E is also great for your skin, which can be an added perk if you struggle with dryness or itching on your legs. Putting it all together, 1 tablespoon a day for strong, vibrant legs. Now that we've taken a deep dive into 6 essential vitamins and minerals, you might be wondering how in the world to incorporate all of these into your daily routine. The thought of juggling multiple pills and powders can feel overwhelming, especially if you're already managing other medications or dietary needs. That's why the 1 spoonful habit is such a game changer. Let me explain. You don't need to tackle all 6 nutrients simultaneously or in giant quantities. Instead, pick 1 or 2 areas you suspect you might be deficient in. Maybe you haven't been getting outside much lately, vitamin D, or your muscles cramp up a lot at night, magnesium, and start there. Many of the nutrient sources recommended here come in a form you can easily measure by the tablespoon. Cod liver oil for vitamin D, nutritional yeast for B12, acerola cherry powder for vitamin C, grass-fed ghee for vitamin K2, pumpkin seeds for magnesium, or wheat germ oil for vitamin E. By adopting a small daily ritual, just 1 tablespoon, you can systematically address any gaps without overcomplicating your diet. This approach resonates especially well with older adults. It's not about forcing down a host of new pills, it's about a gentle change in your breakfast or lunch routine. Over time, these little steps add up. Consistency is the magic ingredient that helps your muscles, bones, and circulation adapt positively. In a few weeks, you might just notice that your legs feel less heavy and more responsive when you stand up from a chair. You could find yourself walking around the block with renewed energy or even heading up the stairs without needing to stop and rest. One of the great rewards of focusing on these vitamins and minerals is that the benefits extend far beyond just leg strength. When you optimize your vitamin D, for example, you're also supporting your immune function and reducing the risk of bone-related injuries. Adequate B12 not only bolsters your legs, but also sharpens mental clarity. And let's not forget magnesium's role in managing stress levels and supporting better sleep. Everything in the body is interconnected. By nurturing one area, your legs, you end up enhancing overall well-being in ways you might not have expected. Common questions and concerns. Do I really need all of these nutrients at once? Not necessarily. While all 6 are important for overall leg health, you may already be covering some through a balanced diet. It can help to get a simple blood test or speak with a healthcare professional to pinpoint deficiencies. Start with the ones you're truly lacking and go from there. Can I just exercise more? Exercise is definitely important. Strength training, walking, or simple daily movements are essential to keep muscles engaged. But if your body is missing critical nutrients, exercise alone may not yield the results you want. Think of vitamins and minerals as the foundation. Exercise is the structure you build on top. You need both to have the strongest house. How quickly will I see results? Everybody's different, but many people report feeling more energetic legs and fewer cramps within a few weeks. Some changes, like improved bone density, take longer to become noticeable. The key is consistent intake. Remember that short, daily habit we discussed. What if I'm on medication? If you're on medication, particularly for blood pressure or blood thinners, it's always wise to check with a healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. Something as seemingly simple as adding vitamin E or K2 can interact with certain prescriptions, so being informed is crucial. A final thought: building a legacy of health. You've made it this far, so it's clear you're serious about taking care of your legs, staying independent, and living life with confidence. It's never too late to start investing in your health, especially in the strength and resilience of your legs. After all, these are the limbs that carry you through life's adventures. Be it watching grandchildren play, tending to your garden, or dancing in the kitchen to your favorite music. The key takeaway is this: don't underestimate the power of vitamins and minerals. We often think about them only in the context of preventing illness, but they play an enormous role in preserving muscle mass, bone density, and circulatory health. 3 elements that are absolutely vital for maintaining strong legs. Yes, you can strengthen your legs through targeted exercises like squats or gentle yoga poses, but without the right nutritional support, your gains may fall short of what they could be. So I encourage you to ask yourself, which of these nutrients have I been overlooking, and how can I add them to my daily routine? You don't have to revolutionize your entire lifestyle overnight. You just need 1 small spoonful of cod liver oil or a scoop of nutritional yeast, or a drizzle of wheat germ oil in your meal to start tipping the scales in favor of better leg health. Over time, these little actions lead to greater comfort, stability, and independence. If there's one last piece of advice I'd like to leave you with, it's to share what you learn. If you have friends or family members who are also finding it harder to get around lately, tell them about these vitamins and minerals. Sometimes, simply sharing a tip about magnesium or vitamin K2 can be a turning point for someone who thought there was no solution to their leg problems. By spreading the word, you not only help yourself, but also become a source of inspiration and support for others who might be struggling. And that's the beauty of focusing on nutrition and health as we age. It's not about limitations, it's about empowerment, about taking control of your well-being so you can keep doing the things you love, whether that's playing with your grandkids, exploring new hobbies, or just confidently walking around your home without worry. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this discussion helpful, let me know. I'd love to hear which vitamin or mineral caught your attention the most and how you plan to add it to your routine. Remember, it all starts with that first small, consistent step. One spoonful, one sprinkling, or one extra serving a day. Your legs will thank you, and your future self will too.